Tesla recalls nearly 2 million of its vehicles on the United States road. Now you wonder why they recalling all these cars. Because they done had 1,000 crashes. That's right, 1,000 crashes with a feature that they call autopilot, right? And they've been doing a 2-year investigation about this shit. And what the autopilot mean is they're gonna have Teslas that basically drive on its own. They have them out for sale now, but it was just a limited amount that they started out with. For people who was rich, you could spend a lot of money and just get in the car and sit back. The car will drive you, take you wherever you want to go, make turns, stop, all this. Now, that's the question that I want to ask America, because this is the way I feel about it. I'm not trusting no computer in control of an automobile. Are you fucking crazy? We know that computers can crash and do crazy shit at any given time, right? We all agree on that. So there's no way that you can make sense about having a computerized car physically driving you around, knowing that if the chip, the system, the program, and anything fucks up of that nature, you fucked up. The car just gonna stop. And you're gonna be in a worse accident than if you was in control of the car yourself. Now see, that's the part that people wanted to ignore because it's a money grab. This is a money thing. All these important people that y'all looking up to, Elon Musk, you know, motherfuckers like that, it trips me out that when you get a certain amount of money, people would just follow any goddamn thing you say, even if it's stupid, just because you got money. Now, see, it's certain people that you should follow and take notes from that got money and got high levels of success. Don't get me wrong, but those are the people with educational moves. You know, moves that make sense. But a car that is driving me, I would never feel safe with that going on. Now, this is what they're going to try to say on the news and in the media. They're going to try to say that they got to fix the problems, tighten up the loose screws, and then after that, everybody will be safe. That's called game. That's called game in the corporate world. The same thing people run in the neighborhoods when they doing drug sales. Look, just come back. Look, you're going to like what the next stuff I'm going to give you. So I'm going to give you a lot of bullshit. And then when you come back, I'm going to have some good shit to reel you in. You know, that's game. You cannot make a car drive people be 100% safe all the time. It's bad enough that when we out here driving the cars ourselves, motherfuckers acting like they ain't got no goddamn sense. So, me being in a car with a computer program driving me everywhere I gotta go, ain't no way I would feel safe. I wouldn't feel comfortable. My heart would be racing the whole motherfucking ride. Now, CNN reported the limitations on the autopilot serve as a blow to Tesla's effort to market its vehicles to buyers who's willing to pay extra to have their cars do the driving for them. You willing to pay more money to put your life in more danger? That's basically what you're doing. If a computer breaks down, everybody that can use a computer, even a cell phone. Right now, your cell phone is a computer. It's a computer at your hand, at your fingertips, 24/7 a day. And it's compact. We all know sometimes when we on the phone searching stuff, or even on the phone with somebody, the phone just loses signal. The phone will just cut off. And you have to reboot and restart your phone to get it working back to how it was working before. So you telling me you will be 100% comfortable with a car driving you around? Shit, not me. Some things money just can't buy, and that's one of them. Now, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said that the autopilot system can give drivers a false sense of security and be easily misused in certain dangerous systems when a Tesla technology may be unable to safely navigate the road. You hear that? That's what I just said. It gives people a false sense of security. You are not secure in a car that's ran by a damn computer program. If the computer program shuts down, the car just go stop. So, man, I'm going to put it to you. Let me break it down like this so you can better understand. For all the people that are going to say, oh, man, they're going to figure it out. I want a Tesla with autopilot feature. Get a Tesla and you drive it yourself. Don't worry about that extra feature. And this is why. If you're driving 65 miles per hour on the speed limit, right, with that autopilot feature, and you just enjoying the ride, life is beautiful. You got money. You're showing your friends that you got this special car that you can just get in and it's just doing big boss shit. And everybody hand clapping and giving you the round of applause. Y'all, man, you're doing major, extravagant shit in life. And then all of a sudden the computer program get a virus in it and it just shut down. You going 65 miles an hour and then traffic on each side, normal life is going on. What you think gonna happen? The car behind you, the car on the side, you have a 5-6 car motherfucking wreck. And you might not survive. So that is the point of what I'm trying to make about these motherfucking Teslas. They ain't gonna stay on these Teslas all day. We're gonna move on to Jonathan Majors. Yeah. The man that was in that movie Creed that's going to court right now. Now, Jonathan Majors called 911 on behalf of his accuser, Grace Jabari, the day he was arrested. And now we know the officially reported as a possible overdose suicide. Yeah, when he called 911, he told them that she had possibly overdosed and killed herself. Let's keep it real. The lady was high as a motherfucker. And he was scared. Now, we can't say this. Maybe he was getting high too. Or maybe he wasn't. Now, the two NYPD, I just said NOPD. I'm thinking about New Orleans, my favorite home. The two NYPD officers who responded to the scene back in March took the stand Tuesday in Major's assault trial. And their testimony was interesting. Guess what they said? Now, they tried to say that they can recall certain things, right? But they realized they was under oath and they didn't want to get in trouble if they kept trying to lie. Now, it seemed like some stuff is trying to unravel. Now, one of the cops testified the initial call that came in made by Majors himself was to report someone who'd attempted to take their own life via overdose. Now, when they got there, they said Jabari was on the floor. And then she was finally awoke. The first thing she asked them was how she had gotten there. Like she didn't remember. She didn't remember. Now, the TMZ done pulled up the body cam. Oh, yeah, you know TMZ is a motherfucker. They gonna get all the police records when it drop. And for the record, America, police body cam footage and all that, it's public records. Anybody can get it. All you have to do is go downtown and ask for it. A lot of people don't know that. If it's not an indictment, you can go get that footage. Now, last thing, the officer said they noted that a button on Major's coat was missing. And they noticed a small amount of blood on Major's comforter in the bed. But they ain't see no blood nowhere else, right? So, you know what that kind of seemed like? Maybe he was trying to help her. He seen her bleeding out her mouth or something like that, and he was scared she was going to die. Now, as for what Jabari did say about her injuries, she testified that Majors had hit her several times in the head and that he grabbed her by the throat. Now, another interesting thing about this, right? The officers said that Jabari asked them, why did her ear hurt? Now, remember, a cut ear is one of the reasons why the man is, being prosecuted right now. Now, the officer said they didn't ask her if she had fallen or not. They just, took her word for it. And one of them even admitted helping her fill out her domestic violence report. You don't supposed to help somebody fill it out. They supposed to tell the truth what they think. But when police are so low down and evil, and they seen that this was a black man with a beautiful white lady, they was like, let's hang this nigga. What? I'm going to help you. They didn't like that from the start when they pulled up. Especially an actor, a black man that made it. Oh, they didn't like that shit. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't do that. I'm just pointing out certain things of why they, helped her fill out her domestic violence report. Because that's really against the law. Now, the officers didn't recall a lot of details. They just, all of a sudden, their memories just clouded. They don't remember shit. Boy, I tell you, when they come to get a nigga locked up, motherfuckers don't remember nothing. Anything to help you get locked up, I can't remember. Now, Major's defense team asked, whether Jabari had told them she had taken 2 sleeping pills earlier that night. She didn't reveal that. Now, this is a strange twist in this case that's going to come out. And, man, when it come out, it's going to be funky, man. I got a feeling this shit going to be fucked up. Now, speaking of fucked up, they about to make me be scared to fly again. I remember we had this shit going on with 9/11 and, Bin Laden had them motherfuckers fly all them planes and to all these buildings and shit and terrified us. And I got comfortable back flying, and now we got a Russian man who done managed to get on the LA flight without a passport or a ticket. How the fuck did that happen? I got a real bad feeling about this. Like, you mean to tell me that the airports are not secure enough that somebody can slip through without a ticket or a passport? How did they get past getting searched? Something is strange about this story. How did this man get past all the security that be at these airports? That let you know that they watch out for so much shit that they miss the shit that they should see. Now, a Russian man who flew on a plane from Denmark to LA in November without a passport or ticket told the United States authorities he didn't remember how he got through security in Europe, according to a federal complaint filed by the FBI. This motherfucker know how you sneak on the plane, but you don't remember how you got through. Stop. That's a sign of things to come. We got to be on the lookout. People, if you're flying, be careful. Ain't no specific race. We not racist. We not thinking that Arabs are doing it or Indians or Asians. No race. We have to watch out for everybody because anybody can be suspect with this damn terrorist shit. Now, what needs to happen, we need to look into this motherfucker. All his family members, friends, what he done did the last 3 months, because he might be setting it up as a test run to see how they can get in America and take us out. We need the FBI to check him out. That's right. We need to see what you got going on. You might be trying to do it. We don't need no more innocent Americans or Asians or Mexicans. Anybody that could be on that flight. Kids, women. We don't need no more innocent people getting killed. Come on now, we got to stop this. Now, Sergei Vladimirovich Ashabaga arrived at LA International Airport on November the 4th via Scandinavian Airlines from Copenhagen. A U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer could not find Oshigava on the flight manifest or any other incoming international flight, according to the complaint filed in the L.A. federal court. Now, he charged with being a stowaway on the aircraft, pleaded not guilty. Now, they done set a trial for him. Guess when the trial date is? A day after Christmas, December the 26th. Now, a federal public defender representing Ashigava, who remained in custody Tuesday, did not immediately return a phone call that the Associated Press made. Now, look at this. Look at this. The public defender who probably represents him probably is tied to him. You see what I'm saying? This motherfucker managed to get on a flight. How did he get past security, all those check measures, and now he don't want to say and he plead not guilty? This shit is fucking amazing. We got to be careful. Just when we thought it was safe to fly and everything was secure, we let a motherfucker slip on. Now, the flight crew told investigators that during the flight's departure, Afigava was in a seat that was supposed to be unoccupied. After the departure, he kept wandering around the plane, switching seats and trying to talk to other passengers who ignored him. Now, that's strange. He just wandering around, switching. Now, he think he was being slick is what he thought. He thought he was by him blending in and just talking to people they wouldn't check for nothing. But that don't make no damn sense. Now, he ate 2 meals during each meal service and at one point attempted to eat the chocolate that belonged to one of the cabin crew. And the man hungry. It seemed like that he was in a fucked up position wherever he was coming from. He was just trying to get to America and change his life. That's what it kind of seemed like, even though he snuck on the plane. I hope that's what he was trying to do. Now, if he was just trying to do that and he wasn't trying to hurt nobody, he shouldn't do a day in jail. But we gotta double check and second check, because sneaking on a plane is some. He could have snuck on the bus or a train. A plane? You can't do that. Now, he didn't have a passport or a visa to enter the United States, officials said. Customs and Border Protection officers searched his bag and found what appeared to be Russian identification cards and an Israeli identification card. Oh, shit. You see what I'm saying? He got two different IDs. That is suspect. That motherfucker was up to something. They also found in his phone a photograph that partially showed a passport containing his name, date of birth, and a passport number, but not his photograph. He gave false and misleading information about his travel, including initially telling the CBP that he left his U.S. passport on the airplane. Now, Scandinavian Airlines confirmed that there had been a situation regarding a passenger on a flight from Copenhagen to the United States. The matter is being handled by relevant authorities. This man is something else. He told the FBI that he had a doctorate in economics and marketing and that he had last worked as an economist in Russia. He claimed he had not been sleeping for 3 days and didn't understand what was going on. Oh, shit. Now he probably tried to play like he don't understand English too now. He just don't understand nothing no more now that he got caught. This shit crazy. Now, he told officials he might have had a plane ticket to come to the United States, but he was not sure. They should have smacked the shit out of him. How you don't know what you did? That man is a potential terrorist, and he got a group and a clique of people behind him, and he didn't figure out how to get in, so he not gonna let them know, and then he gonna report to them, and then watch in the future we see some people that then slipped up on the plane and fuck us up. You just tuned into another motherfucking episode of Legend of Coming, and I'm trying to let y'all know, do not get a Tesla and put it on autopilot feature. It's dangerous. 1,000 crashes didn't happen this year, and it could be you. If you want a Tesla, drive it normally. Y'all doing too much. America is getting too lazy now. Y'all don't want to go cook no more. Now you don't want to drive a car. You're going to be fucked up with all this nutrient shit. Come on now, we just can't hibernate. We got to still live until the next time, until the next episode. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day.